All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. After multiple weeks of grueling, long Call of Duty competition, we are here at our grand finals between our number one seed, the undefeated College of Staten Island team, versus our number 6 seed, Wilburwright College. Now, these two faced off in the winner bracket finals match, where Staten Island won in a long 3-2 matchup. So maybe we'll see something similar here. Who knows? But our first map is going to be Fringe Hardpoint between these two teams. And, Wilburwright just coming out of the losers bracket after a win against Birmingham Southern, going 4 maps. So I think they're pretty warmed up right now.
Both teams are feeling good.
Yeah, both teams have had a lot of play today, so these teams should be at their best, and this should be some very exciting Call of Duty action. These teams playing to see who's going to get the better part of the $5,000 scholarship prize pool we have here for the AVGL College Division for Black Ops 3, brought to you by Control Freak. Thank you to them
Control Freak
for sponsoring us. But these band protects are coming in fast. We have the Shiva gone already, and the grip surprisingly a contested pick in the past couple weeks, and today too we've seen a lot of grip bans and protects on both sides. Overclock going as well, not going to let those specialists come up that fast. Concussions too, I'm expecting maybe a frag Semtex ban here. Yeah, flashbangs, there you go. So this one I'm expecting to be a frag or Semtex or something like an M8. Oh, the RC car, the HC car, of course, also a solid ban there. Now jumping into the specialist draft, we'll see what these guys go for. I'm looking for purifiers, scythes. There you go, purifier, first one picked up. Purifier is probably the most popular weapon specialist here in Hardpoint, just because of how effective it is at holding down an area and holding down a specific entrance to a hardpoint. A Heatwave also picked up. Heatwave, just an all-around amazing specialist ability. I think it's probably the most popular specialist.
Yeah, it's definitely a powerful one at that too. And when in doubt, you should always have a Heatwave if you don't know what else to pick.
Exactly, yeah. If your team needs one more specialist, you can't go wrong with a Heatwave, because it comes up fairly fast, even with the recent nerfs to it. It comes up pretty fast, and it's so effective. So the final specialist draft will be Purifier, Active Camo, Tempest, and Kinetic Armor for the College of Staten Island, and Heatwave, Tempest, Kinetic Armor, and Active Camo for Wilburwright College. There is your draft for this first game of our grand finals. Now, in case you're just tuning in, let me break down for you how this grand finals is going to go. So as we said, College of Staten Island is your school coming from the winner's bracket, while Wilburwright College is coming from the lower bracket. If the College of Staten Island wins this first best of 5 here, that's it. It's over. They win. Congratulations to them. However, if Wilburwright is able to take this best of 5, they will reset the best of 5, and we will play one final best of 5 to decide who will win this tournament. Of course, that's because we're playing double elimination. So we want to make it fair. Every team has 2 lives, and that isn't different just because you won all the way through. But we got a long way to go before we even decide.
My blessings go to Wilbur in this one.
Yeah.
They got a lot to work to do. They got a mountain to climb. That's 2 series back to back that they have to win.
I mean, that's a marathon of COD. After all they've played, they've already played at least 2 series. Yeah, they've already played 2 series today. So I'm sure they might be a little bit tired already, and they're staring at least one more, if not 2. So, it's kind of that idea of, is Wilburwright going to be warmed up because of, how they just came off a series here?
Let's just see if they can fix their mistakes in the first.
Or are they going to be tired? And, Staten Island's had a bit of a break.
Yeah.
They were able to watch the lower bracket finals, see who they were going to face, perhaps study Wilburwright's playstyle a little bit, which is ironic given that we saw Wilburwright emulating a bit of what Staten Island does in the lower bracket final. But it's tough to say who has the advantage on that end, but there's only one way to find out. We have to get into the game. The first map of our grand finals is Fringe Hardpoint. All right,
Alright,
so we've
this,
seen,
loading screen.
yeah, we've seen from both of these teams, however, that they are definitely momentum-based teams. So I think this first game is going to be very important in really figuring out who is going to come out on top in this series. Taking a look at these gun setups, we have two M8s, a CUDA, and an XR2 for Wilburwright. Right now we have a Man of War, M8, VMP, and a VMP. So
Yeah.
2 and 2, sort
I
of.
like
if-
Staten Island setup better than Wilbur.
Yeah, you think? What do you think about that XR2? Because that's kind of the outlier.
You know, I would have rather took an SMG. Because you already got two M8s. Or
Yeah.
two ARs.
We'll see how Kizzle uses this XR2. Might actually end up finding first blood with it. He actually
Ooh.
does.
Nice shots.
Kills coming out though, and Wilburwright will take first control of this hill. There's going
They
to be
know
a lot
exactly
of
where they're
players.
spawning.
There's going to be a lot of players here rushing to this player to Trisoft's left. He is unable to get all of them though. Lux here on this back white truck. The nade comes in and takes him out though. And here we go, more kills. Staten Island trying to take control, but they will get slayed out. Lux here on the top balcony will take out a two-piece there. Solid shots from him will give Wilburwright control of the hill.
And let's see who's going to rotate first.
Yeah, let's take a look at the minimap. Check those rotations. Of course, that hill is now moving to the bottom right
1v1 battle in
of your
Junkyard.
screen. Yeah, let's jump there. We see Nicholas here just staring at Tin here, but there is a player to his left. He now knows it as his teammate pushes in. They are able to
Gain
pick him
control.
up. There will be another player pushing through Tin and a couple pushing through A as well. Kizzle, I believe that's a player pushing through Tin, will be able to pick up the kill. Gets one kill in back alley,
Can't
however.
pick up the second.
Yeah, Kizzle with a solid trade there will give Wilburwright control back of the hill.
But Staten Island breaks it just like that.
Yeah, a three-piece there from Carmine means that Staten Island will have control back of the hill, if not just a bit briefly.
Oh.
Nicholas with one with the pistol. His teammate cleans up the second. Some good job there by him staying alive and letting his
He
teammate...
knows where they're coming from.
Yeah.
Oh, he does get picked up from the wall jump that we see people use sometimes.
Letting his team pick up the kill there allowed him to stay alive, and now Staten Island coming out to about a 30-point lead. Now, as we go on to Grandma Hardpoint here, and it looks like Wilburwright is going to be the ones who are set up for it. Who is
and
that
they
in
need
there?
this, so it's a smart idea.
Yeah, that's going to be Formid up there waiting, and he's just going to be sitting here.
Getting that cut off.
Yeah, getting that cut off, watching that back tin area. Nobody's going to push there. He gets the call outs that they're coming from mid, so he switches back to mid, watches
Is he gonna get
balcony.
hurt? Oh, he
No,
dodges
actually
that.
survives that nade, but there's another player here. That Slazer pushing in very aggressively, getting that kill.
And now he's just hiding down bottom grandmas.
Yeah,
And
now...
the player knows that he's there and takes him out.
Yeah, though now Formid is going to just be sitting in the back of this hill as Trisoft looks out towards tracks. They're trying to get this time. They will tie this one up, if not take the lead. Oh, Nicholas with a solid kill there.
Nicholas.
Now pushes in. Can he get the second with
Oh,
the
he
M8?
couldn't
No.
break the point.
A player pinches him and he gets stuck between two Wilburwright players, so
Looks
he will
like,
go down.
Wilburwright is rotated already.
Yeah, Staten Island with the scrap time, but they might not have this rotation. Yeah, that player will get taken out. Kizzle is the last one
We'll take
there.
out this third. Oh, he jumps right over
Oh,
him.
jumps over the other player
Unfortunately.
and is unable to take him out. That's now three players in this hill for Wilburwright. It's going to be a little bit difficult here for Staten Island to contest or even break. We'll see Luxy sitting here back. Look, three kills
Wow,
there.
Great control by Wilbur.
Yeah, great control.
They know exactly where everyone's coming from.
We say that as Nicholas picks up a two-piece. Can he get more? He has players flying all around him. Can't even get one of them, though. His teammates will try to push that out, and they do. That Purifier, there it is. But that kill was a little bit too far long range. Now the Tempest comes out for Wilburwright. There's one. The chain does not go across. Oh, it did there, actually, yeah. You're right, that did chain. Wilburwright does take control of this hill in its later stages. Now 15 seconds left, but I think it's going to be Staten Island who are probably going to be able to get on that rotation earlier. Let's take a look. Let's see, yeah, they are getting in position here. Slazer just
Might
trying
walk
to
in
get
front of
some...
someone.
Oh, wow, yeah, that was the 50-50 there. That was a 50-50.
Yeah, he didn't check
And
his back.
unfortunately, he picked the wrong corner, and with that,
There's no
Wilburwright
reason to challenge that. like
will
he did.
still have control of the hardpoint.
Peekaboo.
Yeah, exactly. Coming right there out of bricks, out of dub, and that will mean that Wilburwright does have control of the hardpoint.
Oh,
Couple
nice
kills
shots.
going back, 2 for each team. Let's top on board with Nicholas here, who was at that top barn, was able to pick up a couple
It
kills.
looks like he's gonna go on the OE. And
Yeah,
try to
his
pick up-
team, though, unable to really get any control of this middle hill the second
he's about
time
to make
around.
plays right here.
Slazer picks up 2, Nicholas gets 1, Carmine gets the last. That means that is going to be briefly 4 down. Staten Island will get control, but with only 20 seconds left, it's
Is it
not
really
going to
worth
mean
it?
a whole lot. Yeah, they're now going to be down by about 20 seconds. They should really be getting on that rotation
And
to
who's on the rotation right
the
now?
second hill, and that's going to be Wilburwright College, who is on that rotation. They are ready. They are set up in this next hardpoint to continue to grow their lead. Active Camo picked up because of that from Trisoft, so keep an eye on him, see when he uses that. Heatwave is also available for K Kizzle, who picks up 2 nice headshots there. Trisoft with another. Means that Wilburwright, again, they're really starting to build up a lead here. This is not the start that Staten Island wanted.
Yep, I think Staten Island got taken off guard because Wilbur was not giving them this much of a fight last series. They faced off against each other.
No, Staten Island won the hardpoint and the first SND in the winners bracket finals,
Ooh,
and
look at
almost
that.
let
Reaction time right
Wilburwright
there.
come back. It came, they brought it back to the game 5, but unable to close it out. So Staten Island, maybe they were feeling a little comfortable with their hardpoint gameplay, maybe underestimated how Wilburwright would bounce back in this grand final series. They do get a little bit more time, and they are almost trying to get set up here in the top Grandma's Hill, so they are going to bring this pretty close. It is going to be...
Wilbur needs to break this to keep the lead.
Yeah, they need to break this pretty soon.
He does step out.
Yeah, Example steps out. That's a curious play. I don't know how I feel about that. Wow, that pre-fire
But he
there
ends up killing
was
him.
huge. Andy stays alive. His teammates come in, and
Wow.
Carmine picks up a 2-piece, so here we go.
That worked out great.
We have a game, ladies and gentlemen. Staten Island will at least tie this up, if not take the lead here. And this is exactly the hill they needed. They were losing by a solid amount of time, but now that lead is no longer, and Staten Island will take a lead of their own. Examples gets 1. Can he get the second? No, he cannot. Kizzle with the pistol will be able to come back in, but
Oh,
Nicholas, in almost the exact same fashion, will trade that kill back. 15 seconds now left on this hill. Taking a look at the mini-map on your top left is the
Good
key
shot,
to seeing
RK.
how these teams are rotating. The hill's now going to the top of the mini-map there in tracks. And nobody's really rotated early, so we're going to see a bit of a standoff here. Staten Island in position to
Misses
maybe pick up
shots.
some kills. Oh, the Tempest,
Tempest comes
though.
out.
We'll see.
See if he can lay down the wall.
Yeah,
with
pick
his
up any
Tempest.
more kills, and the Tempest does certainly help as Wilburwright does take control, and they are looking to take the lead back once again in this hill. Oh, that was a solid shot. I thought that was going to
Yeah,
connect
me
with the
too.
Tempest. That was some great timing there. I could have sworn that was going to hit. It ends up not, unfortunately.
And Staten Island takes the hill back.
Yeah, Staten Island does take the hill back. Nice kills
Huge
all around
kills.
for Staten Island. That's going to be all 4. And again, they're going to start growing a lead. 160-150 now. This is very much like that hard point from the first series that we saw from
Yes,
them
it was. It
in
was
the
very
winners
much.
finals.
Yep.
It was very close. It was decided by just around 12-15 points. And we're looking like we're heading to a very similar scenario right now. Staten Island is up by 20. They are getting some pretty solid kills right here. Examples, if he can pick this up. He has fast mags. Can he look down? Yes, he does. Nice movement from him. Able to stay alive and pick up that kill. Very clutch. And now Staten Island has the rotation back into mid, so they're going to grow their lead a little bit more.
As Wilbur, hops in points, see what they can do.
Yeah, Trisoft now going to be the one in the hill. Kizzle with a nice 3-piece will give his team control, but only for a moment as trades going back left and right. I can't keep up with it. Examples now has control of the hill. There is a player that pops the heat wave. That's Kizzle. Kizzle going off for his team. I swear.
With full streaks.
Yeah,
and
38 and 26.
Serby comes out.
We could see him push for a 50
I would have saved
bomb
the Serby
here.
for the next spot, but to each their own.
Yeah, only 15 seconds left in this hill. Maybe. Oh, a nice 3-piece there from Nicholas. And, you know, that Cerberus, I think, was a little premature with only,
Yeah.
at the time, 15 seconds left in the hill. I think that would have been best saved for a fresh hill, but that is, you know, that's just how it goes.
Wilbur set up for the next.
Slazer here does have the Tempest. Can he get that kill? Yes, he does. Nice shot from him. Will give his team control of the hill. Oh, I thought he was going to go for a little boost there up top, but he did not. Kizzle does come through now, 41 and 28. I want to stay on board, see if he's able to pick up the 50 bomb, because we got plenty of time and he only needs 9 more kills. Ooh, no, unable to get that one. However, Lux will be the last player alive for Wilburwright in the hill. Foreman now turns around, takes control, but will get slain out. It seems though that Wilburwright right now have favorable spawns. With 20 seconds left, they're going to be looking to maybe thinking about rotating back to Grandma's now. 20 seconds left in this hill, and they are going
They're about to fight for back Grandma spawns.
Yeah, they are going to fight for these spawns here. Trisoft in a position. He's going to have a player challenging. That's going to be Carmine. At least I almost thought it was Carmine. Picked that.
Like
it's kind of hard to see that mini-map when it's so small. Carmine, though, with a nice kill there. And it looks like he has the Purifier active right now and throws down the trophy system. Staten Island wants to close it out right here.
They can. In fact, if this Purifier watches this door right now.
Oh, the active camo is not helpful when you're getting set on fire. That was a split second, not even later, if Carmine had come around the corner, and that active camo might have been huge. But look at the range on that Purifier, able to just completely take them out, and I think that's going to do it. Staten Island, it does get contested. There is a player pushing from, and this player is just trying to contest. That is a solid play. Wait for his teammates to push, but the kills will go down, 243, 244. They need to push this right now. It's going to be close. They need to win this gunfight. Yes, they do.
Going huge.
They take control of it, but look at that. Staten Island's on the rotate. Yeah, Staten Island's on the rotate, and all they need is 6 points. It's going to take 6 seconds just for Wilburwright to get there, so I think that's going to do it. 240. Oh, there's going to be a player to his left, though. Is he going to see him? No, that's going to be the Heatwave pop.
And that's it.
Slazer luckily not in position, and that will do it. Staten Island takes map 1, 250 to 195.
You know, this is the second time we've seen this.
Yeah, they won the hardpoint, this time a little bit more convincingly, so maybe they'll feel a bit more confident going into our second map here. But Staten Island now 1/3 of the way to ending this right now and taking home the championship. And, you know, winning a hardpoint like that is got to feel good.
Wilbur can't give up. They were literally so close in the beginning. It was neck and neck, so close.
Yeah, for most of the game, it was very close, and Wilburwright did have a bit of a lead for a while.
It just felt like Wilbur was panicking, the first ones to panic.
Yeah, they might have lost their composure a bit near the late game, and though it does seem like Staten Island was able to take advantage of that. I actually want to check the scoreboard real quick when it comes back up, because we didn't note kind of the main thing about Staten Island we see is that they might not always be outslaying, but they still win games. So when the scoreboard comes back, I do want to take a look and see what the final kill totals were for these teams. Let's take a look there, and yeah, well, okay.
They are a very objective-based team.
Yes, they are, but actually this time they kept up in the slaying department. They only have one player or 2 players that are negative, and, you know, you see there, that's kind of what we expect from them, is that they may not always be positive, but they always find a way. I mean, look at that hill time, 2 minutes 9 seconds, a minute 33, a minute 1, and a minute 6.
Compared to Wilbur's, where only 2 people have over a minute.
It's more spread out, and you can see all those defends there for Staten Island, and that was huge. So when we come back, we're going to be bringing you our second map of this grand finals, which is going to be Infection, Search, and Destroy. Stick around.